First ever Census Bureau data shows deep LGBTQ+ disparities. The U.S. Census Bureau in July began asking Americans about their sexual orientation and gender identity, a watershed moment that marks the first time the federal government has tried to capture data on LGBTQ+ Americans in its large, real-time national surveys. According to the data, which captures results from July 21st to September 13th, LGBTQ+ people often reported being more likely than non-LGBTQ+ people to have lost employment, not have enough to eat, be at elevated risk of eviction or foreclosure, and face difficulty paying for basic household expenses, according to the Census Household Pulse Survey, a report that measures how Americans are faring on key economic markers during the pandemic.
And these numbers are definitely way higher. These numbers are definitely way higher. You know, our LGBTQ community doesn't trust the government so much, you know, so to speak. So a lot of people that I know didn't even fill out the census during that time. And I was trying to get a lot of people because that is so important. It's so really important. But, you know, that we suffer more and that we're, you know, out of work and we deal with discrimination, duh. I mean, yes.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, those numbers were not surprising to me working in social services. I mean,
sure.
I'm very fortunate, and those around the table probably are very fortunate to not have to worry about being fired from our jobs. But
because I married rich, that's why.
There you go.
Marry somebody with a job.
But, you know, I think that it's, you know, this is not surprising data, and I really hope that the Census Bureau continues to collect even more information about the LGBT community and the prevalence that we exist in the greater community.
But that you knew LGBTQ people who didn't fill it out at a time when we had the chance to make our presence felt.
Yeah, but you know, there are just so many people who just don't care about anything.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know, they're so self-absorbed, or they don't see the bigger picture. They don't understand what the impact, your small little filling out that.
It's important.
Yeah.
If I may suggest, for me, this story reporting, the big picture is the second gayest politician in the world in modern times is Bill Clinton. He came to it late, but he was an advocate in many ways, changed many things. The military, even in the negative of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, was a significant change. The number one advocate that we had in the world was then Barack Obama. In both Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, the U.S. Census Bureau never asked a single question about the LGBTQ community, ever.
Yeah.
Joe Biden comes along and eclipses and has become already, in 10 months of his presidency, the most pro-LGBTQ advocate from the seat of the President of the United States in history. And the reason this is so important is if you want to find out about racism against African American people, you ask questions. If you want to find out about sexual abuse towards women, you ask questions.
Right.
This is the first time ever in history that the U.S. government, through the Census Bureau, is asking questions about our community.
Exactly.
That is the start. Are we satisfied? Absolutely not. But it's the start to everything that we really need in our community. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.